All right. Now here I am sitting down with Diane. It was actually a week ago that I
Right.
got to meet you, to the day actually.
Mhm.
And first off, I want to start off by having a little bit of introduction as far as some of the issues that you've been struggling with, some of the things you've been diagnosed with, things of that nature. Also, tell about your experience that happened, the result of the injury that you sustained in Italy, if you would please.
Okay, well, first off, I was diagnosed almost 20 years ago with fibromyalgia. Every pressure point in my body was inflamed at the time. Most of the time, it still is. I was on a lot of painkillers and a lot of anti inflammatories. Then, about 12 years ago, I was also diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis on top. I've been through arthritis studies. I've had numerous. I've lost track of all the injections that I've had. And um, I was seeing a rheumatoid doctor. They weren't helping me, they were not doing any help.
Mm-hmm.
I saw them for almost a year, and all they did was pump pills in me. And one pill you have to take because you took this last one, and another one has to go because of this one. And I just had to stop it. And I told my husband on New Year's Day that we had to find something new.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a granddaughter that I want to go to her wedding in August, and I was not in a state that I could walk out of the house. So, but in 1 week's time, I was able to be using the mattress and the water. I have been able to walk. We live on a court, and I've been able to walk all the way down to the end of the court and back 2 days in a row now. And I couldn't walk from the house to get to a um, um, one of those wheel carts at Walmart when
Mm-hmm.
my husband dropped me off at the door. And so that was walking with a cane. And um, I fell in 2009. I was falling all the time, and I fell in Italy, and I did a spiral fracture up the outside of my leg, my right leg. Then I did a compound fracture on the inside of my leg, and I did pulled the ligaments loose, tore the ligaments in the arch of my foot,
Mm-hmm.
and had to fly home and get two reconstructive surgeries. And it's just been one surgery after another. They wanted to put a spinal cord diffuser in my back, and I have a five-way fusion in my back, and now I've got scar tissue that is crushing the sciatic nerve bundle in my right leg.
That's why you couldn't walk, right?
That's why I couldn't walk.
Okay.
And none of the doctors, I've been to all kinds of specialists,
Mm-hmm.
and not one of them could figure out what was wrong with me. And I was taking a whole handful of pills in the morning, a whole handful of pills in the nighttime, and a half a handful of pills in the middle of the day.
Wow.
And it's just gotten to be too much. I needed something different.
Mm-hmm.
So, a friend of mine asked me if I was willing to try you guys, and I said I was willing to try anything.
Yep. There you go.
So,
And it's remarkable. A lot of people are actually commenting or noticing that the pain is no longer on your face. It doesn't. You don't have the outward experience or the outward impression that you're hurting inside anymore.
and that's
One,
just in a week.
yeah, and that's remarkable in and of itself. How long ago was the last time you were able to go on a walk or things of that nature?
It's been almost a year.
About a year. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so in 1 week's time frame,
Mm-hmm.
the ability to help you out of whatever it was that was causing the issue subsided enough to allow you the opportunity to be able to go on a walk and things of that nature. So um, I know you mentioned at one point in time that the pain level. You mentioned something about some of the medications that you were taking, things like that. You were able to cut down on those in that 1 week's time period as well.
Yes, on the hydrocodone, I was taking it every 4 hours, 24 hours a day. And I've been able to cut off two of those pills a day now,
Wow.
just in a week's time. I still have to use the fentanyl patch,
Mm-hmm.
but with all that's wrong with me, it's going to take a little more than a week to get well.
There you go. There you go. Well, the one thing that I always like to think about is, you know, it took you 20 plus years to get to the situation that you're at now. And in 1 week's time frame, you were able to see a significant change to allow you the ability to have a great deal of hope.
Yes.
And
Yes.
that's huge.
I want to be able to go to my granddaughter's wedding, and I've got just under 6 months to get where I can go to South Dakota to her wedding.
Nice.
And
Nice.
I need to be able to go spread my parents' ashes off of Diamond Head the first week of June. And my father's been dead almost 20 years, and my mother's been dead a year and a half, and I have not been able to go.
Wow.
So that's
Long
something
time.
that I need to be able to do.
Long time coming.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Well, Diane, appreciate you sharing that with us. Real quick, you know, we talk about this the pain scale, you know, 0 to 10, 10 being excruciating. When we first got here, I know you mentioned it was roughly about where? I don't want to put words in your
It
mouth.
was about a 7, 8.
About a 7 or an
But
8.
it
Okay.
actually, I've actually asked him if I could give him a 15 because it was off the scale.
Was it?
Yeah,
Okay.
but when you guys came, I was having a decent day,
Mm-hmm.
but it was still a 7, 8. And within just a day or two, I had it down to a 2, 3.
Nice. And how do you feel right now, Diane?
That's a 2, 3.
Is it?
But I've been out for my walk this morning,
Awesome.
and I'm doing okay. I can walk now standing straight up, which I couldn't do when you first came.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't lay but on my right side, and now I can lay flat on the bed, and that's remarkable.
It's pretty significant.
Yep.
Pretty significant. Awesome. Well, Diane, I thank you for sharing that with us, and look forward to working with you, see what we can do to help you further along this track.
Thank you, Train.